So what is coding? Coding is using a language to communicate to a computer to give it a specific set of instructions to follow through. Computers speak in a language called machine code, and this is because they only really understand two states. Electricity has the ability to either be on or off, so a computer will only understand those two states. Usually 0 represents off and a 1 represents on. This language is known as binary, and you'll often hear people referring to binary as being the language computers speak in. That's really just referring to electricity being on or off to represent various things. Counting in binary is fairly straightforward. Generally, we count in a decimal system where we have place value, where we've got hundreds, tens, units, etc. In a binary counting system, we have 4, 2, 1, and it goes up in twos. So it's a slightly different way of counting, but you can still represent all the numbers through binary. So let's do a comparison between a binary system and a decimal system. In binary, we've got them going up in powers of 2, so it's 8, 4, 2 and 1. In a decimal system you've got a hundreds column, tens columns, units columns, and you've got numbers that can exist in each of those. So if we have a 1 in the 1 column in binary, then the number is 1. If we have a 1 in the tens column and a 2 in the units column in decimal, the number is 12. So in this example, we have a 0 in the eights column, a 1 in the 4 column, and a 1 in the 2 column. That means 4 plus 2, so our answer is 6. So this is how we count in binary. And in a minute we'll go through how we can use our hands to count in binary. So to write a whole bunch of different numbers in a decimal versus binary, 0 is both 0 in binary and in decimal. 1, the same in both. In decimal, a 2 is simply 2, but in binary it says that there's one value of 2 and 0 in the ones column. 3, you've got 1, 2 and a 1 unit, which makes 3. 4, we go to the next column. So a 1, 4 and no other ones. 5, 6, etc. So binary is how the computer communicates, and we need to use that language to tell it what to do. But binary is very, very difficult to communicate in. So to translate into machine code, we often need an intermediate language, which will do that translation for us. It's very hard to write anything in binary. So most of the coding languages are what's known as higher order languages. So languages like Swift or Java or HTML are all higher order languages, and they act as an intermediate between binary and the way we communicate. So imagine you're in Paris and we've got a tourist from Italy coming along and a tourist from Germany coming to France. Neither the Italian can speak German nor can the German speak Italian, but they both can speak French. So if we have a French person in the middle, the Italian can communicate what they want to the French person, who then can translate that into German to tell the German. What computer programs do is take higher order language like English, the way we think, and translate it all the way down into binary. So they take the binary language, translate it into a higher order language, and then we translate that into English. So we go the other way as well. We take our ideas in English, translate it into a higher order machine language, which then translates it down to the binary that the computer can understand. So we're going to have a challenge, counting in binary. You're going to try and use your fingers to count in binary. Your little finger will be 1, the ring finger will be 2, the middle finger 4, the pointer finger 8, and the thumb 16. And you should be able to count up to 31 on one hand. I'll give you a try of that, so pause the video. After it, I'll show you a quick video of how you can do that. So counting in binary, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry about that one, oops, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, oops, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and then we move to 32. So that's counting in binary with your hands. And just finishing off with the classic, if not slightly lame, computer science joke. There are only 10 types of people in the world, those that can read binary and those that can't. And hopefully now you can see that that could be 10, 1, 0, or it could also be written in binary, which is 1 in the 2's column and 0 in the 1's. So that would read in binary, there are 2 types of people in the world, those that can read binary and those that can't. And hopefully now you're a little bit more in the second part, those that can read binary.